Let me ask you something. What is this a picture of? This image can teach you something about yourself, and I'll show you what I mean in a minute. But let me first ask you a question. Do you go from one job to the next? Or maybe you can't seem to keep a job. Maybe you just don't find it enjoyable. You may have heard that finding a job you really enjoy boosts your self-esteem. You may have also heard that meaningful and impactful employment keeps people off drugs, off the streets, and out of trouble. I am here to tell you that that is absolutely true. But it isn't about finding a job. It's about finding a career, one you can really flourish in. The research is clear on this. But where do you start? You know there are people that love their jobs. You know people who are very successful in their careers. What makes them different from you? What should you be doing differently? Is there something you're missing? I am here to tell you that there is. And that's why you're here, right? Or maybe you are here for someone else, someone you are trying to help. Your spouse, your child, your client, whoever it might be. You're tired of feeling frustrated, aren't you? Is it really too much to ask for? A career you care about, something you are good at, something that motivates and excites you. Let me tell you a little secret. If you want to find a job that motivates and excites you, it doesn't start at the job board. It first starts with you. It starts with knowing who you really are and really understanding yourself, something that many seem to miss. Over the last several years, I have helped thousands of people understand themselves, their personality, and interests, and helped them to find a satisfying career, something they really thrive in. And I've got to tell you that when you find a job you love, it changes you. Your confidence increases, you develop new friendships, your happiness increases, you find purpose, symptoms of anxiety and depression diminish, addiction decreases because it becomes unnecessary. When you thrive in a career, you thrive in life. You will then reach a point that the money you earn becomes secondary to your happiness and life satisfaction. Listen, we've all heard it before, haven't we? That purposeful and impactful employment brings meaning to our lives. If you love what you do and are good at it, you are happy, content, and energized. And in a moment, I will tell you how this works. But let me first tell you a personal story. When I was working for a state agency as a new rehabilitation counselor, I worked with all sorts of clients who had psychological and substance abuse problems. They went through therapy and attended numerous counseling sessions, but they all showed little progress. Then one day I sat down with an expungement specialist. He helped one of my clients clean up his criminal background so my client could become employable. I told him about my frustrations. I said, these people I am working with show little improvement and relapse over and over again. But what he said next has forever changed my perspective. He said, when you help someone find purposeful and meaningful employment, you are doing more good than numerous counseling sessions ever could. I said, what do you mean by that? And he said, employment is what keeps people out of criminal activity, gangs, homelessness, and keeps them addiction-free. You see, when people work, it provides structure. It provides responsibility. It gives them a sense of worth, meaning, and purpose. I had an aha moment. You see, I was going about it the wrong way. I was trying to quickly find a job for these clients as an end result of rehabilitation, not a means to it. I was just helping them to get a job, instead of a satisfying career they could really love and where they could find purpose in. You see, a job is something you do to earn money, but a satisfying career is something that fulfills your interests and skills. It is long-term and defines who you are. It becomes part of your self-identity. And from that time forward, I implemented techniques I studied. I've attended and met people from worldwide and national trainings. I've studied all sorts of different personality, interests, skills, and ability assessments, and even become certified in many. And over the last several years, I have helped many individuals overcome countless barriers because they obtained employment in an area that allowed them to flourish. And this is where I get to the image I showed you earlier. Here it is again. What do you see here? It looks like a rock and perhaps some type of creature, doesn't it? You may have seen something but wasn't really sure what it was. And in a similar way, you may have seen things about yourself, the way you interact with other people, for example, but wasn't really sure what it was or what it meant. You may have thought you may be more introverted, because being around other people drains you. Maybe you are extroverted, and people energize you. Maybe you have a knack for details or physical skill. Maybe you're good at persuasion, selling, or motivating others. And unless someone points it out enough, or until you take assessments, or someone shows you how to discover it for yourself, you may really never know for sure. This is a crap. Here are the legs and body. Now that you see it, you can't go back to not seeing it, can you? Similarly, you can't deny your skills, talents, and abilities once you start to see them, once I help you discover them. Once you learn about yourself and discover the environments you thrive in, it becomes invaluable and nothing will quite be the same. Well, what happened to my clients? They were finding work enjoyable. Their quality of life improved substantially. You see, I was so focused on helping my clients fight their old life, I forgot to help them build a new one. And it remedied many of the personal barriers they were experiencing. Again, think about it this way. Work provides a sense of responsibility. It gives structure to an otherwise unstructured or chaotic life. It builds a network of friends who positively impact you. It helps you to develop relationships with other people who are successful, responsible, and reliable. It increases your overall quality of life and boosts your self-concept of who you are and your self-identity. But you see, the cards are stacked against you. Many people do not help you to find purposeful and impactful employment. They aren't skilled enough in assessments or know how to use one's interests or personality to find meaningful employment and to gauge them toward success. They simply just don't know enough about it. But they do know it's true that if you find a career you love and have passion about, you overcome barriers and thrive in life. But it all starts with you, understanding who you are and what environments you thrive in. So that is why I created this system. You get over 10 hours of video showing you step by step through the process. Module 1 will show you how to get started. Module 2 shows you how to discover your personality and guides you through exercises to help you see what environments your personality can thrive in. Module 3 helps you discover what interests and what job activities and tasks you would love to do. Module 4 shows you how to determine your work values and how to meet them. Module 5 shows you how to pin down a career that is right for you. Module 6 shows you step by step how to create a perfect and powerful resume from years of experience and backed by surveys and studies. These videos show you how to craft resumes that employers can't ignore. You will also be given resume templates that make it very easy to edit, so you can tailor your resume to your dream career. Module 7 will show you how to create a cover letter and reference page that will draw attention. It will also include simple to use templates that will make it easy for you. Module 8 will show you exactly how to interview, how to respond to tough interview questions. This is an invaluable resource from my years of experience conducting mock interviews, meeting with employers, and coaching and training individuals about interviewing strategies. I have created these videos for you. If you consider all of this training and instruction you get, it's valued at $1,100, but you get it all for $97. Now, if you think of that in terms of finding a career path you will really be happy with and satisfied in, and all the tools to get started, that's nothing other than an investment in your future. And it might be too much for you to afford right now. So I'll eliminate the risk of your purchase by offering it to you with a full 60 days to go through the program, because I am confident in it. To start right away, click the order button below and you'll be taken to the secure order page. For those of you just signing up, you'll be directed to our membership site with step-by-step instructions. Don't miss Module 2, where you'll be able to take a free assessment that will pinpoint your personality type as described by Carl Jung, a Swiss psychiatrist, and what environments allow your personality and strengths to flourish. Just click the button below to get started.